Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on because my plan wasn't to be on today. And then I had this draw that I needed to do a reading. Okay, that's not a problem. And then I started feeling extremely sick. And I was like, okay, why do I feel sick? And then Lily started to be sick. And now I can't talk. Should we see what's going on? I think we should do a Celtic cross. Someone's feeling very anxious, like really sick. Um, okay, she's back. Okay, we've got the Divine Feminine's energy here in reverse. Hi, Lil. How are you feeling now? Oh, it's raining outside. Okay. So she was sick in the house, as they do, and then decides to go out and get some fresh air. I can still feel it a little bit. It's 11:01. I can still feel it a little bit in the pit of my stomach. Okay. Feeling better? So I feel the feminine's energy is unsettled. They're picking up on something. Let's do a Celtic cross. And let's see why I've been drawn on. Okay. Let's have a look at the situation. What are we going to be speaking about? The Magician. So we are looking at energies and transmuting energies. So I feel the Divine Feminine may be feeling a little sick, unbalanced today, and it may be that you're picking up on the Divine Masculine's energy. Any block, it's a connection. So I feel it's a connection between the two. You'll know whether or not it's your energy, if it's your anxiety. Okay, you know if you have things in your life that you're feeling anxious about, and then you also know if you feel this energy for no reason, for no apparent reason. And I believe it's you're picking up on the connection of your counterpart. This too shall pass. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the past. What's causing this? The King of Wands. The Divine Masculine here, he's kind of turning his back. So this is him. The longer that he turns his back to the connection, the more he's kind of feeling it internally. So this is about not facing the connection. Current energy is his guards up. Okay, so it is the Divine Masculine here who's blocking out the connection. I believe the Divine Feminine may be feeling this. Whenever he thinks about it, he just feels sick. It's anxiety. You want to see what's going to happen in the future? Okay. Let's look at the future energy. The transition. The Divine Masculine needs to face his anxiety. He's looking up here for guidance, advice. What came through was he's looking up for a saviour. What's going on behind the scenes? The Divine Masculine needing to surrender. Okay, this is the card of embarrassment. Maybe feeling disappointed. I felt the disappointment within himself here. And he needs to face that. How is this affecting? I was going to say the Divine Masculine, but let's see what it wants to come up with, because straight away the energy is kind of like that the Divine Feminine is picking up on this. Okay. I'm going to keep it that way. The Divine Masculine's loss here. It's like the 2 cups are behind, which is the connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. It's like the Divine Masculine's maybe not aware of this. I want to say, it does look a bit like sick in one of those cups. A lot of things are spilt there. The pain with the red in this other cup. And the other cup is actually brown. Blood, vomit, poop. We were talking about that yesterday. Now, I feel here again, the masculine is kind of putting his back towards the 2 of Cups there. And is not addressing the situation that he's feeling within. It's definitely this energy of running. Guards are up, not allowing the connection in. And I believe that's because every time he maybe thinks about the connection, he feels sick with anxiety. So it feels as if it's easier just to block the connection out at the moment. Let's have a look at how this is affecting other people, or how others are viewing the Divine Masculine. Yeah, holding on. I feel like it's the last attempt for him to hold on to his old life before the transition. Hopes or fears? He's trying to find the balance between the material and the spiritual realms. Hey, try not to knock the cards over. Thank you. What's upset you? This is the Divine Masculine needing to find the balance. The 6 of Pentacles, that's a mini justice card. It means when you need to do your own balancing out, sort out your own shit. And I think that this is a kind of denial. The Divine Masculine doesn't really want to recognise that it's time that he sorts his shit out. But he needs to do that. Let's look at the outcome. King of Pentacles. He needs to be stable, secure. We'll delve into this a bit deeper. This could be focusing too much on, he's turning these, let me show you these cards. Lily, okay, I don't want you to go sliding today. Mind your head, I'm going to lean forward. Okay guys, let me see if I can show you these. Pull these over so you've got them in view. So I spoke about the connection with the Magician here, Major Arcana here. What the block is the actual allowing the connection, to feel that connection. The Divine Masculine has his back turned to it here. His guards are up in the current energy. Future energy. He will look for salvation. Let's leave it like that. What's going on behind the scenes? The Divine Masculine facing. He needs to surrender. You're purring very loud. How he's viewing himself. Blocking out the 2 of Cups here, focusing maybe on work and dwelling too much on his own crap. How others are viewing him, holding on. Like I said, I picked up it was like the last attempt to really to find his stability here. Hopes or fears? He finds his balance within the physical and spiritual realms. A lot of working on the Pentacles here, and then the end result is The King of Pentacles. Lily, stop it with your towel, please. The King of Pentacles. Oh my God. Okay, let's come back, guys. Not sure what she's playing. She's playing at the King of Pentacles. I'm not sure what he's about. We've got a knight here who's charging in, off. He's a wild card at the moment. That's it. The Divine Masculine is unpredictable. I feel the connection is driving him insane. Okay. Where should we go from here? We want to clarify these. Lil, please. It's 11:11. Right, let's address the connection and what's going on with this reading. I want to use the Psychic Tarot. She is purring so loudly, but her towel, as you can see, is you're definitely feeling better now, aren't you? Got it out of your system. Okay, the energy is most definitely settled. I'm going to read from the book. We might as well make this reading worthwhile, seeing as I've been drawn to come on. So, okay, let's try and shuffle these cards. Okay. Do you want to settle down, please? Let's look at the Magician. See what it wants to clarify. They all go back in. I do not want 3 cards. Choose wisely. The pressure is being put on from Divine, kind of on the connection, especially for the Divine Masculine, so that he no longer can really avoid it, ignore it. So let's have a look at Choose Wisely. The 7 of Cups. This card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there's a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you're in control and responsible for all the choices you make. So it feels at the moment to the Divine Masculine, this is kind of being pressurized onto him. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality you're in control and responsible for all the choices you make. And that took me to when I said it was really down to the Divine Masculine to balance things out. Take time to think, analyse and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured. And don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. I said he was a bit of a wild card at the moment. Okay. So don't be hasty just because you feel pressured. And don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise or education in the area of your choices. Okay. Now it said to have a look at the option. Take time to think, analyse and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Well, the masculine is not actually looking at the possibilities. He's got his back to it. Okay, but let's clarify the Magician. No, we've just clarified the Magician. We're coming back to the connection. You see how it wants to be avoided. Okay, calm down. The Four of Wands, the connection. The 1111 card. Let's have a look. The Truth. There's the block, the Truth. 20, Major Arcana. It's the Judgment card. That's the block. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. That's how you get to that balanced spiritual mindset, yeah. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life, but don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realised and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. Okay, so the next card is the Divine Masculine has been facing away from the connection, turning his back on the connection. It's about, don't be hasty. It's time now to choose wisely. So we have the King of Wands not wanting to acknowledge. He's either going to be receiving the wake-up call. I believe it will get so loud. I felt as if it was a lot going on within the mind, as if he can't escape signs, synchronizations, the urges. King of Wands. Let's have a look. Positive movement forward. The Eight of Pentacles. We'll get there in a moment. You're a true artisan, for you have the craft, skills, knowledge, gifts and talents to assist you even more to advance in a positive direction. The number 8 always denotes prosperity and abundance, but in this case it's your efforts that have gotten you to this point. Good for you. This card often comes forth to honour and recognise individuals who are in the fields of art, design, music and education. When you follow and build on your passion, the soul can truly express itself and can then assist you to move closer towards your highest good. An opportunity could suddenly come up with an offer for an apprenticeship. Notice if there are areas of passion that are trying to manifest into your world. When they arise, you have ample moments to share them with others. What I was feeling here, because we've been working we've been working, but we haven't. We've been talking about how the Divine Masculine has been stepping into his mission work. And I believe that he has been following his passion, but new opportunities are coming in. And I believe that's the actual connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and the possibility, the power that they hold together. So I do believe the Divine Masculine has been moving in this positive direction, following his passions. It said, the number 8 always denotes prosperity and abundance, but in this case, it's your efforts that have gotten you to this point. Good for you. So I feel the Divine Masculine has been trying to do a lot of work on maybe self-awareness and personal development, but that doesn't mean that you're receptible to the intense divine love that the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine generate when they come together. And I believe that's what the Divine Masculine really has been turning his back on, is the intimate, romantic love, soul connection that he has with the Divine Feminine, and been focusing more on the career of being good for our world, but he won't allow this love in for himself. So he's been turning his back on the connection. I spoke the other day about how when the Divine Masculine feels maybe, you know, he's on the right path, he knows who he is and his purpose here. I said then, and if the Divine Feminine's also on that path, physical union can happen. It's like the words don't want to come out. Physical union can happen then, okay, once you're both in mission. And I believe that this is now, the Divine Masculine maybe was feeling quite settled. All of a sudden, his guards are up again because he's been asked to address the next opportunity that's coming in. It's 11:22. Got somebody coming to the door. There's somebody at the door. Okay. Just missed the postman. Thank you. Let's look at the current energy. 7 of Wands. Guards are up. It's following the journey. And speaking about not bypassing any parts. Okay. The Divine Masculine is feeling very guarded. The crown chakra. I shouldn't giggle. But this is the Magician's energy. Straight in to the Divine Masculine from above. And he's trying to block it out. He's really blocking the wrong area. It's like he's trying to block his heart here, the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So I'm going to say that he's really worked on his being grounded. He's standing his ground here. He's got his passion. So we've kind of moved up there. The first chakra is the base chakra, the root chakra. Then we go to the sacral, his passion. We see that he's the King of Wands. And then we have the solar plexus, which will be his willpower. He's got that. But then we move to the heart chakra, and then the throat, and the third eye, and then the crown. So he's not really blocking his third eye or his crown chakra here. He's blocking his heart and his throat. Let's read what the crown chakra wants to say. Colour is red, the sound is lamb, the element is earth, and the gland is adrenal. And the key words I have, but I'm reading the base chakra, number 1. I don't know why. We're going to go with it. So that's how he's feeling. I have. He's trying to hold on to everything that he has. It's like he has control over this. So let's go to number 7. So it's a 7 with the 7 of Wands. The colour is violet. The sound is none or can be used. The element is thought. The gland is pineal. And the keywords, I know. Sorry, I mustn't keep chuckling, but this is the Divine Masculine kind of saying to himself, I know, I know I need to address this. Let's carry on. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is in the centre of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's a connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown centre is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To balance this chakra, I find that meditation, breathwork, yoga, spiritual healing, acupuncture, and colour therapy work best. When properly aligned, your crown chakra will expand to a point where it's possible to access and tap into the deepest sources of wisdom. So at the moment, the Divine Masculine is trying to block out his own wisdom, his own inner knowing. I said yesterday, it's kind of when the Divine Masculine just knows. He's going to know, and then it's like he's going to be pushed, forced to take some action. It's just saying, don't be too hasty. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. I felt he will want to look for his saviour. I felt he was maybe going a bit insane. It's like he's doing himself more damage than good by trying to block this out. So it could be having an impact on his well-being. So this is looking into the future energy. I think that he's looking for a way out. He wants to find this balance here. So it's about getting all the components right, so that he can have the desired outcome. Okay, the emotional loss he's feeling. With the heart chakra, this is going to pull heavy on the Divine Masculine's heart. I feel like it's vibrating. The echo. Emotional loss with the heart chakra. The more he tries to block out his heart, the more he can feel it. Let's read these two. And this is with the Five of Pentacles, the transition. I feel as if it's kind of like the last stage. It'll be the last thing to break. It's the surrender here. You see the swords are kind of not... No, they're over his shoulder. It's just the angle. The swords need to be dropped. That's just a surrender card with this green here. Okay. And with the choose wisely, it's like choose from the heart. The heart's going to guide the way. So look at this emotional loss with the Five of Pentacles. And it's the Five of Cups. So most definitely the transition. I believe this will be the break-in of the Divine Masculine. So that he can be really in the making. Okay. Five of Cups. The number 5, emotions card, comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honour your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue on your journey. Said there's no bypassing. It's the next part. He's found his passion, really, when it comes to mission work. He understands that part of himself, but this part is kind of driving him crazy. But it's the next part. So only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue on your journey. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're granted for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. And you can see here, looking up here, it's the surrender. Let's read the heart chakra though. The colour is green, the sound is yam, the element is air, the gland is thymus, the keywords I love. Parallel to the heart, this chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships and healing. It's believed to be the link between your mind, body and soul. Balancing this area may take a while, but you should allow all the time that you need so the healing energy can get through and flow freely. By loving yourself and others, as well as learning forgiveness, you'll become more attuned with spirit. Wow. Okay. So there's the guidance for the Divine Masculine. I love. The Surrender card, the Five of Swords here. Let's just pull a card. And we've got the Divine Feminine. Look at her heart activated here. I felt here as if the Divine Masculine needs to realise that he's not capable of breaking the Divine Feminine's heart. His heart may be breaking at the moment. I said it could be the breaking of him, but it would be the making of him. That's already happened for the Divine Feminine. She's this beautiful peacock here, showing all her true colours. She's awakened completely and protected. Fertility here. He needs to surrender. I want to say he doesn't need to be focusing on what's going on with the Divine Feminine's heart. He needs to look at his own. He needs to focus on himself. Fertility. Let's see what the Empress would like to say. This is what's going on behind the scenes. Through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You're the creator, and the seeds that have been planted in the past, whether they were happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even thoughts, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. So straight away that's shouting out the patience. Have patience with the Divine Masculine. It's very apparent here that the Divine is helping the Divine Masculine to wake up and to learn to love again. I think they forgot how to love themselves and others. Okay. It's like they've learned how to love others now in their mission work, but they really truly need to learn to love themselves. And I want to say, and that includes their divine counterpart. It's the other half of them, because the connection's most definitely being felt here. Okay. Well, hopefully it's lifted now. I feel it's lifted here. I actually feel more pressure on the heart. Okay, it's like it's aching. So once, it says open. I feel here this is guidance for the Divine Masculine. It's like following suit of the Divine Feminine. So open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card also represents femininity and Mother Earth, who is calling to you. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you in her seashores, mountains, forests, and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion. Soon others will see and feel your devotion. As you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be, have a look at these two characters here, which might be how the Divine Masculine has been behaving. Feels like he's, like I said, he's gone a bit wild. Okay, unpredictable. So as you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for and help others as well as yourself. Wow. Traditional tarot archetype, the Empress. It's like the Empress has spoken. Okay, should we see what the other two cards were that's going on behind the scenes, because I've become extremely hoarse. I think it's getting stark. Look, my coaster. Okay. It's the energy of being nervous again. Let's see what else is going on behind the scenes. There's 3 cards here. Foundations and achievements. There's the connection. The 4 of Wands. I want to sing somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Okay. The 4 of Wands. Where are the Wands? This card confirms that what you've been building is now firmly established with a strong and solid foundation. I spoke about, I don't believe that there's any questioning about whether or not the Divine Masculine is standing his ground, feeling grounded. Okay, but what he's done up to this point is build these solid, firm foundations. It feels like it's just the chakras opening, allowing the heart chakra most definitely to open, and then the throat chakra. So this card confirms that what you've been building is now firmly established with a strong and solid foundation. You deserve this, and it's time for you to harvest the rewards of your efforts. What you sowed, you now can reap. Be open to receive, as you've worked hard and have given so much. Allow the universe to give a little back to you, for there has to be an even exchange of giving and receiving in order to prime the pump of gratitude and reinforce the law of attraction. So the Divine Masculine's been working on this giving, and the universe is saying you need to be able to receive. It's like that level of love that you have for others that you're sharing and showing. You need to give that back to yourself. Allow us to give you that back. When you're a light worker, you understand, you feel the joy that another can experience, okay, by being in your energy. And it's quite alien for us to meet somebody who has that impact on us, and what they're saying is allow yourself to feel how you make others feel. That's okay. Using the more traditional meaning in the tarot, this card represents a period for celebration, peace, and prosperity. It may also imply a marriage or the buying of land or a new home. As you enjoy this time of relaxation that you so deserve, know that nothing remains stagnant and the winds of change are always at your door. With the surrender. The winds of change are always at your door. What else is going on behind the scenes? Deception and envy, lifting the mask now. Needing to face the truth, see the truth, know the truth. I felt as if this was like angel wings coming down and kind of lifting the mask off for you. The heart, just with all the red, green. Stop wagging the tail every time I talk about love, or the green here. Okay, I think it's just the mask has to come off. And the Divine Masculine's at this stage where he's like, I know. It's like he doesn't want to take it off, but I feel in the end, he just helps Divine. As Divine's doing it, it's like they're doing it at the same time. When the timing was right, the mask will be lifted. And the Divine Masculine will see the truth and know the truth. Okay. The Seven of Swords. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So I feel as if the Divine Masculine has known that this has been coming, and he's been refusing to see all the signs, to acknowledge all the signs. Okay. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightly yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisaged. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay. Talks a lot about business here, because I do feel as if the Divine Masculine is really attempting. If we can have a look, we haven't even kind of come over to, we're still on what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of things are coming to light regarding business, friendships. Just who can the Divine Masculine actually trust? The light, yeah. A light's going to be, a light will be shone on the situation. 19. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. That was the other thing I wanted to pick up on this, about people might be envious. And I was going to say, but I didn't want to stop the flow of the read. Was going to say that don't let others stop you from being who you know you're here to be. Okay, let's carry on. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. I feel that's what's scaring the divine masculine. I think he's really apprehensive about actually allowing himself to have this divine deliverance of life to him. We've been touching on his worthiness. And I think, divine saying, you do so much good in our world that they really want to give back to the divine masculine the life that he should be experiencing. And it's just kind of like as a thank you. Let's carry on with this light card. Many will benefit as they feel the warmth. Okay, this is now your moment to shine. We're just going to go back a bit to reinforce the message. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to the rays of your spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. I was going to say, and wild. Okay, so this is being attracted to the divine masculine because of his progression within the journey. It's kind of like that's the prize at the end. It was never really about, in the end, it wasn't about actually finding your counterpart. It was about finding you, but the result of that automatically brings what the law of attraction will attract to you is you, what you are. So in comes your divine counterpart. You have attracted them in by becoming whole. Okay. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest and most joyful of memories will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. So it feels here as if the divine masculine wants to kind of maybe dull his shine, say no to it, thinking that, that's what he's going to attract, but all he's attracting is this pain within his own heart. It's like he's breaking his own heart because he's cutting himself off from his own abundance, from his own prize, his own reward. Okay, let's really move on. How long is this reading? 48 minutes and 10 seconds. I really hope that made sense on what's going on behind the scenes. There was quite a few cards there. How the divine masculine is viewing himself. Focusing on things of the past, emotional loss, and trying to get his head down. And I want to say still work on projects, so still busy working on the pentacles. Destiny. The wheel's about to turn, but he is working on his destiny. Good luck and fortune are now in your favour. A cycle of change, success and growth is imminent. Life ebbs and flows in its natural journey, and the destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing directly at you. What you sowed, you're about to reap. Open up your heart and accept and receive what you've earned. Opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. This is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues. You're being given the chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past. enabling you to move steadily forward in a positive direction. Holding onto a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life is the key. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. That was the Rumi message yesterday that we ended on. With this card, take advantage of all opportunities. Act now, take responsibility for your actions, and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favour. Don't always rely on luck, however, for the wheel most definitely will turn again. Wheel of Fortune. Accepting the abundance, leaving the past in the past, turning around to the Two of Cups, and accepting the present that's being presented to the Divine Masculine from Lady Luck. Okay. How this is affecting others, how others are viewing the Divine Masculine. He's hanging on for dear life. Transformation. It's the Death card, but it's the Divine Feminine's energy, her transformation. I feel here she's resting. It's like she has a cover over her. So it's like she's transformed, and it's like it's a Divine Masculine's time. He's holding on to his cocoon here, look. He will have to break free. Let's read this transformation card. A time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. So again, it keeps stating about the steps that need to be taken. There's kind of an order. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the challenges and opportunities. Accept the challenges. It doesn't say challenges. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. Letting go, allowing yourself to transform. So hopes or fears, like I felt it was the Divine Masculine really trying to find this balance alone. He knows. There's just a stubbornness here. Spiritual strength. I felt like the ego was sneaking in here. An acceptance of spirituality. And the strength, actually. The strength of the divine. Okay. Spiritual strength, and this is with the Six of Pentacles here, bringing in this balance. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on. The final Spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability and persistence. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give in. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you've gained will be an invaluable resource. You may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. All of these experiences feed your spirit and offer you knowledge for your future. So the Divine Masculine needs to really go deep now into his inner reserves. And he's trying different things to try and balance out these scales. And it said it will all be valuable. That's how we learn. Maybe through our mistakes. But he's definitely trying to get the components right, these scales to be balanced. Okay, he is most definitely giving, but he's not allowing himself to receive. King of Pentacles. Rejoice in celebration. Felt like having it all. Okay. The King of Pentacles, the King of Abundance, prosperity. The Three of Cups. A time of merriment, celebration, birth, success and victory is at hand. It most definitely is. Look, he's got his hand on this pentacle here. You're doing what you love most and are pursuing your passion. When you follow your heart and intuition with zeal, there are no limits to what you can achieve. When the energy of excitement and love is present, you can feel a moving within you. Somehow, love has a way of showing you that you're connected to something much larger than yourself. The number 3 symbolises unity and a time to rejoice in gratitude and sharing, whether it's with family members, friends, or even co-workers. This is the moment of fruition for all of your dedicated work. So pat yourself on the back and party and dance in celebration of your accomplishments if the Divine Masculine is wanting to take the prize, the treat. The present that's being presented to him in the now, in the present. What's the bottom of the deck? Recognition and reward. He has his head held down here. Okay, we'll read this and then we'll just pull a few oracle cards and I'm off. 3 of Pentacles. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honoured, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back, you deserve it. This card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving towards a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in this material world. Taking care of you when you realise this is your vessel. This is what you have to kind of communicate your essence with. Anyway, let's get some oracle cards. What would like to speak? Angel prayers. The power of love. We'll go with angel prayers first. I feel the energy settled. It's not that anxiousness so much. Okay. It's like someone's scared to be happy. Spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. That's what I felt here, was the ego maybe stepping in, that divine could be so supportive and so encouraging, and that's really where you found yourself. Okay. It's like when you're looking for help and support outside of yourself, and it was in you all along. Okay. There is more spiritual support around you than you realise. There are angels before you, behind you, above you, and on all sides. These divine beings are here to guide, reassure, and love you. Feel the blessings of the angels who are surrounding you at this time, so that they can help you be more at peace and free of any restrictions in your life. You are supported by angels on every step of your spiritual journey. Open your heart and accept this support. The angelic realm is supporting you at this time with regards to decisions you have made. You have been unsure about some areas of your life, and they want to assure you that all is well and guided. They are offering help with any concerns you have at this time and encouraging you to become aware that they are supporting you in every area of your life, including the challenging ones. Be aware that every part of your life is part of your spiritual journey, and you will be guided all the way. Been speaking a lot about this journey, being guided through it. Let's get a power of love. Activation card. Let's see what we're going to be activating. Harmony, of course, bliss, love. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. With everything. Okay. Harmony. When you sit in stillness, satisfied that your soul is on the right path and that everything is right in your world, even for a moment, it is a true gift, one you have created for yourself. Feeling balanced and harmonious on this earth plane is very difficult, and when it happens, your spirit soars. Yet it takes work on your part, but that's what you signed up for when you agreed to incarnate here. Creating order in this tumultuous physical dimension is like walking a tightrope. Your constant awareness is on keeping your balance while dealing with the obstacles in your path. The good news is that the more you practice, the easier it becomes. If something within your being is out of balance, it will come to the surface of your awareness to give you the opportunity to be explored further and understood more deeply. Realise that some things that might upset your equilibrium originate from outside you and are beyond your control. But you do have control over the inner self. Always remember to approach life with an attitude of love, compassion, and empathy. When you are at peace with yourself, it is easier to be at peace with everything else. That's exactly what's happening. The Divine Masculine has found peace within himself. Okay. The Enchanted Map. Probably that one's there. I'll take this one. Slow and steady. It's definitely been talk about not being hasty. Card number 12. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savour them. So I felt he was looking for some kind of saviour, and savour was coming out at the same time. So let's reread this one. It's only a short little message. Remember the old cliche. Okay, can we get the words out? Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savour them. Okay, we're going to end on a Mother Mary. Let's do it. Oh, look, this card here. Okay, we'll do no more. Nice and easy, slow and steady. Our Lady of Truth. Well, we had this card the other day, so I'm not going to read it again. I'm only going to read the beginning part of it. I think we need to end on a journey of love. We're going to have to just reinforce this message. I'm only going to be reading the beginning part. If you go back a couple of days, I believe this was at the end of the reading, if you really want to hear the whole message again. When you choose to be in your truth, expressing and being you, you are with me. In those moments, your voice and every action rings true like a bell, sending out waves of sound that cut through that which no longer serves you. Being in your truth empowers that which can assist and support you on your life path. Don't hold back out of fear. Be kind and be true. Let me help you attain both of these spiritual goals now. I was definitely looking for balancing out these scales. So let me help you attain both of these spiritual goals now. Remember, being in your truth is how you are closest to me. Let's get this journey of love. It's like the Mother Mary has no more to say. It's going to say I'm feeling distracted, and Lily's up and on the move. Okay, let's get finished up. I think we've been on long enough. Okay, we'll end on two messages. The first one is Cosmic Butterfly. It comes in with that transformation card. Card number 36. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother. On fire with her creative power, you are being transformed whilst living. To surrender certainty in favour of openness. To accept the smallness of your everyday life whilst submitting to the magnificence of your being. To open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, creating again. This is your sacred task. We had the thriving cards come up, was it yesterday? It says life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. It's come out with the death card here. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is the treading, very distracted guys, this is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it is falling apart, then take heart. For it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive, can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. The breeze of the butterfly's wings caresses the stillness of my thoughts and awakens feelings that course through my veins like the whale's song to the ocean's depths. There wells in me a knowing and a wonder for what is yet to be. It's pretty awesome to get that card. Cosmic Butterfly. Spoke about him being in his cocoon. All to do with take heart. Let's see what this final message is. Riding the cosmic wave. Wow. You've got Cosmic Butterfly and card number 60, Riding the Cosmic Wave. I feel this is the Divine Feminine. Okay, but let's find out what the message is. You can be carried further by the cosmic wave than by your own efforts. Where you are going cannot be attained by effort. The effort, the discipline, prepares us for the leap, but after the leap, we are no longer sustained by our efforts, but by forces greater than us, the forces of love itself. It's definitely speaking about the Divine Feminine surrendered. There's no effort needed now. Oh, I feel really quite teary. It's like I'm extremely proud of both parties. Anyway, okay, let's get back to this. You are stepping towards the edge, preparing to leap and let the cosmic wave of love carry you forward. You shall be moved through grace into the new world awaiting you. This oracle brings a message. There is a time to work hard and a time to allow the fruits of one's labour to manifest, when one may be carried by forces set in motion by the energy of life itself. You can let go and move further and farther with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead just ride the wave. Give in, let go, and be moved. Okay, let's end on this poem. Your spirit flies like the wind, warms like... I'm going to start that again and get the flow. Your spirit flies like the wind, warms like the sun, and watches like the sky. How wise the earth, waiting for the moment to be touched. Okay, right guys, have yourself a fantastic Saturday, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, take care. Bye for now.